Hi guys, last episode, last episode was this driving around with a camera on it. Last episode we did any work on it. I'd fixed this knuckle on this linkage here so that when the arm goes up and down, this piece is supposed to stay at the right angle. Now, although it works now, it just doesn't seem to be quite right to me. So I've taken the bonnet off so we can have a look at this unit. How can we get a good look at it? I have to zoom in a bit, I think. Now down here, there does appear to be a little bit of, I was going to say something broken there, but it isn't, that's just grease. The only thing I can imagine that's wrong with this linkage is this particular one. The circles formed on the end may be out of line or maybe have stretched or something. They look a little bit odd, the bends on the end of them, particularly at that end. I just can't figure out how this is supposed to work the way I think it should, because that's the only piece that can pivot. I'll put a battery in it and show you what I mean. Right, what I'll do before we go any further, I'll just disconnect this linkage so we can take this bonnet out the way. In fact, I'll disconnect it down here. Then we can see it all working clearly. Right. So that goes on there. It will, if I can hold it still and line it up. Right. That's a fixed point, so nothing moves there. So the distance between there and there stays the same, and the distance between there and there stays the same. But as the arm moves up and down, well, like I say, let's just demonstrate. We've got power on. Yes, we've got power on. You know, this, that was touching the floor then, but this bit should rotate. Right, it's rotated, and then as it lifts up, it should unrotate at the other end, or at the top, and it has slightly. Let's do that again. So it rotates at the bottom, and we're up at the top. It rotates the other way. So it's working, but it just doesn't seem to work enough. That's got quite a bow in it there. Don't know if we can see that. So I don't know if it's supposed to bow, whether this has been stretched, or at least, let's say, the coils on the end, whether they've been stretched. Because I reckon that should be a bit shorter. But I could be completely wrong. Yeah, I just don't know if there's anything wrong with it or not. It doesn't look right to me. But what I thought I would do is, having taken it apart to have a look at it, I'll take the gearbox apart so we can have a look in there, because I didn't do that on the original disassembly. So first thing I'll do is undo these. I've now decided that this front end, which I keep calling a bucket, is actually called a loader, a front loader. Which is another reason why I think we should be able to rotate that bucket more than we do. But then these bits are fixed, they're just plastic decoration really. I'll take that one off as well. Okay, so I suppose we could just have a close look at that. So yeah, this bit does that okay. And that was what the original problem was. It was all seized up in there and down there where the metal rod going through the middle was rusted. So I freed that up and that all works. So we will just have a look inside here. Pop the battery off and we'll zoom in a bit. Right. I did notice it's got a clip on it, just the one clip. Whether we can get it apart without, probably got to pull that off. Yeah, it's not going to come apart without these coming off. Oh, that's got a big split in it. That's not good. But it is going to come off. That's handy. It's a square drive, so we get the alignment right. Right, now that's going to come apart. Come on, I don't want to break you. I hate these plastic clips. I always expect them to snap. Got it. Right, okay. So, going to be lots of gears in here. Which way does it want to come apart? Okay, so we've got a worm gear on the motor. Driving a relatively big width gear compared to the one next to it. So big gear, small gear, big gear. Under that one there'll be a small gear underneath it. This is all going to come apart horribly. This will be fun getting it back together. Okay, small gear on the back of that. Put that just there. Big gear, small gear. And if I can just get that one, that should be in there. Big gear, small gear. And then this is the final drive, which has got a toothed effect on it, so it's got a spring-loaded release, clutch, call it what you like, so that if you force the arm up and down, that'll click over. Don't think I can do it with my fingers, no, that'll click over to stop the gears actually braking. So that can go back in there. Right, I've taken all the gears out. I was trying to put them all in that half, and I was struggling. So I put them in that half of the gearbox instead, which gives us the advantage we can actually see them all working. And when I put the motor in, which is a bit of a tight struggle because it's on the end of the wire, that actually clips in place and is held in place now. There we are. So now I should be able to put this on easier. He says confidently. Yes, right, that's all gone together. Much easier than struggling to do it the other way around. And this piece comes through here. It's operated by that. And what did I do with the other piece? That's over there. So that is split, but it looks like it still works all right even though it's split. You can see the rust on it. This must have been left out in the rain or something. There we are. So, back together. Well, it's all back together. It just doesn't seem quite right to me. Obviously, on a real one, these hydraulic rams would move. And that one. And that would move things around a bit. Well, that appears to be its full movement. And it uses the ground to actually do that last little bit. Yep, that'll have to do. I don't think I can do any changes to it that will make any difference. So hopefully that's the last episode in this series. Unless somebody comes up with a suitable question. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.